Hey guys, how's it going? It's Chris here. Today we're going to be taking a look at the basic Ascend card for the Vengeance Battle card trading card game. So an Ascend card goes in your main deck and is shuffled, and it is designated by this kind of bloody black and purple border. And you have the card's name up top, which is basic Ascend, and then you have this symbol in the middle, and then you have the card text box here. As you can see, there's some weird stuff going on. So we're going to read that first. Set your Ascend/Unleashed fighter card from your side deck to the fighter's zone. Your fighter only stays on the field for 5 end phases, or if their life reaches 0. When they leave the field, your fighter loses 500 life and -5 to all stats. If your fighter's life reaches 0 because of this, oops, there's a little text error, I gotta fix that, they will remain on the field with 50 life. Sounds like a lot, it's not super complicated. So your fighter's always on the field, right? And say I draw into Ascend, and I'm like, all right, I'm going in for some super damage. I'm going to activate Basic Ascend. It goes straight to the discard zone, and it is used. And you will take from your side deck, which typically only has like 4 cards in it. It has 3 environments and your Ascend card if you have one, and boom. This Ascend card gets placed right on top of your fighter, and it is now considered your fighter while it's on the field. And for this example, we're actually going to be using a different fighter because actually I need to fix something on the on Alice's Ascend card because I goofed with one of the text things. So basically, let's say you have Macro on the field, whatever have you, and I activate the basic Ascend card, and I get to set Macro Ascend from my side deck to the field. Now this card becomes my fighter. He is considered my fighter. Every card that considers fighter is him. He replaces the main fighter while Ascend is active. So as you can see, we have the named box up top. There's nothing in the combat power. You have 500 life. So 500 life becomes your new total. It's not added to the life, it becomes your total. And then you have the card effect. And then at the bottom, as you can see, you have these stat points. +5, +5, +5, 0, +5. That means whatever your current combat power is, whatever your current stats are on the field, you are just simply adding those to it while this card is here. And that obviously reflects into your combat power. When the Ascend card is expired, removed from the field, whatever have you, those things get subtracted back from your fighter to normal. So you only gain those boosts while this card is on the field. When this card is set, you immediately go through for your turn and you do its effects. So you read through, when this card's set, flip every allied card you control face up, then flip every allied card your opponent controls face down for 2 turns. When this card is set, add Plasma Marbles, which is an action card, from your field, deck, or discard zone to your hand. Your cards cannot be flipped face down by card effects. For each successful attack from either fighter, your opponent loses -1 defense and -1 stamina. Always apply Mind as damage mitigation, and during both players' end phase, inflict Mind to your opponent's fighter. That's a lot going on, but don't worry, you only have to keep track of whatever's going on here for 5 turns. Now, it's not specifically listed on the rules while being on about the Ascend card because all of its rulings are on the card text. So again, you set it from your side deck, and your fighter only stays on the field for 5 end phases. So unlike action cards where it needs to count as a complete turn, i.e. a draw phase and an end phase, this is strictly 5 end phases. So at the end of the turn you set this, you are counting down from 5 immediately. Or if their life reaches 0, they can still be attacked the same as always, and you only have a 500 life limit. And then once that reaches 0, this card goes away, it just goes back into the side deck, and then your fighter immediately loses 500 life and -5 to all stats. So let's just say I'm at full health for some reason when I do that. I drop down to 1150 and 23, 21, 20, so on and so forth. So basically, it's a big power boost. It gives you a 500 point. So basically, an Ascend is a power boost that you do that will basically just make your character a little bit stronger. It gives you some new effects to use for a few short turns and just kind of give you a small edge, okay? If you happen to be at, say, 350 life with your fighter, it's close to the end of the battle, and then you Ascend. Now your new life total is 500, and then once this goes away, you would lose 500, but you only have 300 or something like that. You will remain on the field, and you will gain 50 life, so you're not going to die if you die while in Ascend. And that's pretty much that. It's not super complicated, it's a pretty easy mechanic to understand, and that'll about do it. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.